March 11th, 2011, 2:46 p.m. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake tears through Japan for 6 terrifying minutes. 50 minutes later, they see it. A wall of water, 50 feet high, moving at 500 miles per hour. Over 20,000 lives lost, 120,000 homes destroyed. Fukushima in meltdown. Japan's response? Build a 250-mile concrete Great Wall. This is how they did it. 4 massive tectonic plates collide beneath Japan. Over 1,500 earthquakes every year. When plates slip beneath the ocean floor, the entire seabed moves in seconds. Billions of tons of water rise, travel at jet speed, then hit shallow water. The energy doesn't disappear. It rises, becomes a vertical wall of destruction. Japan's old walls, 26 feet tall. The 2011 tsunami, 50 feet high. The walls didn't just fail, they were obliterated. Entire villages, gone in minutes. Japan realized something. You can't stop nature, but you can buy time. $12 billion was allocated, not to stop mega tsunamis, that's impossible, but to reduce the impact by 30 to 50%. Buy 3 to 5 extra minutes for evacuation. Stop smaller tsunamis completely. 3 minutes doesn't sound like much, but 3 minutes can save 10,000 lives. The plan? 400 kilometers of continuous wall. That's 250 miles. 45 to 50 feet tall. Foundations 80 feet deep. Built on shifting sandy soil in active earthquake zones. In less than a decade, critics called it crazy. Japan called it survival. Before construction began, engineers went to the lab. They recreated the 2011 tsunami. Different wall heights, different shapes, different foundation depths. Thousands of tests. What they discovered changed everything. First discovery: vertical walls create backsplash. Solution: add a slope. Second discovery: backside erosion is catastrophic. Solution: foundations 20 to 25 meters deep. Third discovery: tsunamis come in series for hours after. The wall must survive all of them. After 18 months, the perfect design. 14 to 15 meters tall, 20 to 25 meter foundations, reinforced steel core, tetrapods on the ocean side, drainage on the land side. Not just a wall, a system. The Tohoku coastline, the region that took the full force. First, clear the destruction. Thousands of damaged homes, twisted infrastructure, people's lives. Simultaneously, build access roads, material yards, crane platforms, concrete mixing stations, all operating 24/7. The ground problem: sandy, weak soil. Solution: drive concrete piles 15 to 20 meters into bedrock. Add crushed stone, compact with 20-ton rollers. Pour sand-cement mixture. Create a solid surface. Some sections required 3 attempts before the ground was stable enough. Then, dig foundation pits. 20 meters deep in some sections. That's 6 stories underground. Near the shoreline, cofferdams kept the ocean out. Inside these dry zones, 1 meter thick concrete base. Steel cages weighing 50+ tons. Foundation blocks, 30 meters long, 10 meters wide, 5 meters tall. Thousands of tons per section. So heavy and wide, even a tsunami can't push it over. Physics won't allow it. Next, the rebar cages. 15 meters tall, 30 to 50 meters long. Rebar every 20 centimeters. Why is it so dense? The wall must flex during earthquakes. Too rigid, it cracks. Too flexible, it collapses. Formwork assembled. Giant molds, special concrete, high salt resistance, extreme strength, rapid curing. Each section, continuous pour, sometimes 72 hours straight. Trucks arrive every 8 to 10 minutes. Workers eliminate air bubbles, creating weak points. Each section must cure for 14 to 28 days, but construction couldn't stop. The solution: build hundreds of sections simultaneously. At peak, 30,000 workers, spread across 400 kilometers. Some are being excavated, some pouring foundations, some assembling rebar, some pour concrete, some curing, some connecting. Tolerances, measured in millimeters. For a wall stretching 400 kilometers, connecting sections, expansion joints for earthquakes, rubber seals for water, steel reinforcement across joints, making 400 kilometers function as one. Ocean-facing armor, tetrapods, massive concrete jacks, 10 to 50 tons each. When waves hit, tetrapods break the force. Water splits apart, loses 20 to 30% of its power. Multiple layers, largest first, 50 tons. Medium, 25 tons. Smaller interlocking blocks. Landside features, drainage channels, preventing water pooling, preventing erosion. The port challenge: ships need access, but walls need to be walls. Solution 1: steel panels suspended between towers. Normal times: raised. Ships pass underneath. Tsunami warning: drops in 10 minutes. Seals the harbor completely. Solution 2: the gate lies flat on the seafloor. Ships pass over. Danger approaches, rises from below, locks into walls. Instant barrier. Cost: $50 to $100 million each, but ports stay operational while staying protected. The investment? $12 billion total. The workforce? 30,000 plus people, operating 24/7. Peak? 40,000 simultaneously. The timeline: planning, 2 years. Construction, 7 years. The materials: 15 million cubic meters of concrete, enough for 15 Empire State Buildings. 2 million tons of steel. 500,000 tetrapods. The machines: 5,000 plus excavators, 3,000 plus concrete trucks, 800 plus tower cranes. The $12 billion question: does it work? Simulations show 30 to 50% force reduction, 3 to 5 extra minutes for evacuation, complete protection up to 50 feet. But the uncomfortable truth: it cannot stop another 2011. A 50-plus foot mega tsunami will overtop it, but it will slow the water, reduce volume reaching inland, prevent first impact destruction, give time to reach high ground. 2011 without wall, 20,000 plus deaths. 2011 with wall, estimated 5,000 to 8,000 deaths. Still tragic, but 12,000 to 15,000 lives were saved. The controversy: critics say it destroys views, damages ecosystems, gives false confidence. Supporters say lives are more valuable than views. Coastal access is economic survival. The wall buys evacuation time. The real test? 2016. 1-meter waves. The wall stopped them completely. 0 damage, 0 casualties. 2022. 3-meter tsunami reduced to 1 meter. Boats saved. Roads intact. But the big test hasn't happened. Hopefully, it never will. Behind every meter of concrete, a human story. Kentaro Tanaka lost his entire family. Wife, 2 children, parents, swept away. Today, he's a maintenance inspector. I walk this wall every day. I make sure it's strong, because no one else should feel what I felt. Yuki Sato was 12 years old, survived by running to her school's rooftop. Now, a civil engineer. She designed the drainage systems. The wall isn't just concrete to me. It's a promise that we learned, that we'll never forget. Fishing communities, mixed feelings. My grandfather hates the wall. but my children play safely now. The wall means they have a future here. Some communities painted murals, waves, fish, boats, the sun, bringing the ocean back, reclaiming beauty from necessity. This wall is just the beginning. Japan's developing AI-powered earthquake detection, tsunami prediction in under 3 minutes, automated alerts to every phone, 500+ evacuation towers, each sheltering 200 to 500 people, designed to withstand submersion, amphibious buildings that float during tsunamis, anchored to prevent sweeping away. Still experimental, but promising. The global impact. Indonesia studying design. Chile is considering similar structures. Philippines sending engineers to learn. Because coastal populations are growing, climate change intensifies storms. Tsunamis aren't going away. The question isn't if disasters will happen, it's how many lives will we save when they do. March 11th, 2011 changed Japan forever. Earthquake, 6 minutes. Tsunami, hours. Trauma, 13 years. But from disaster came something remarkable. Not just a wall, a statement. We will not be defeated. Today, 400 kilometers of concrete between the Pacific and Japan. $12 billion invested, 30,000 workers, 7 years of construction, all to answer one question. Can we protect ourselves from nature's worst? The answer isn't simple. The wall can't stop everything, but it can save lives. And that's what engineering is about. Not defeating nature, but buying time. Time to save a child. Time to reach high ground. 3 minutes can change everything. The 2011 tsunami taught Japan a terrible lesson. But the wall is their answer. Silent, powerful, waiting, hoping to never be tested again, but ready if it is.